Hello everyone, how are you today? I hope you are fine wherever you are. In this session, we are going to talk about parts of speech. Do you know what they are? Now, let's find out the answer. Okay, let's start from the definitions of part of speech. Well, actually, part of speech are categories into which words are classified according to their functions in sentences. Sometimes they are also called as word classes or word categories. Now, do you know how many parts of speech are there in English? Well, actually we have 8 parts of speech. As you can see on my slide here, the first part of speech is noun, and then we also have verb, and then we have adjective, pronoun, adverb, conjunction, preposition, and interjection. Now let's discuss all of this part of speech one by one, starting from noun. Well, what is a noun? Do you know what a noun is? Okay, let me tell you then. A noun is a person, a thing. It also can be a place or even an idea. Okay? For example, I have this picture. This person is called Susan. As you can see that Susan is reading a book. So from this sentence, we can find 2 nouns. The first one is Susan. Okay, Susan is a person, right? And then the second one is a book. A book is a thing. There are a lot of nouns around you. You can find nouns in your room, in your classroom, or even in your house. Okay? Now, let's take a look at another sentence. The bakery has fresh baked goods. And we have the word the bakery here. And the bakery is a place, right? Where you can find some bread or something to eat. Okay? So the bakery here is also an example of nouns. Okay. Now, let's move on to the next part of speech. I think it's clear, yeah? So you can find some other examples of nouns around you in your house or probably in your rooms, like your computer, your mobile phone, and then your books, your bags, your shoes. They are all nouns. Okay. Now, let's move on to the next part of speech, which is verb. What is a verb? A verb is the action of the sentences. A verb is a word that shows an action in a sentences. Okay? And it shows what someone or something is doing. Yeah? For example, what am I doing at the moment? Great, I'm teaching you. So the word teach is also a verb, yeah? And as you can see in my slide here, I've got some examples of verbs like dance. Do you love dancing? And then the other one is study. Yeah, there are a lot of examples of verbs that we can find, yeah, in our daily lives. For example, read, yeah, and then watch, or maybe if you love playing games, so the word play is another example of a verb. And then the next part of speech is adjective. What is an adjective? Well, basically, an adjective is a word that describes a noun. Yeah? It tells you how a noun is. Yeah, like for example, here, I've got a picture. As you can see in the picture, there is a girl. What do you think about the girl? Yep, she's beautiful. So the word beautiful is an adjective because it describes the noun. And in this case, the girl is the noun. Okay? Okay, another example is the word expensive. Oh, I see there is a computer here. So what do you think about the computer? Do you think it is expensive or cheap? I think it's expensive, yeah? So the word expensive is also an adjective because it describes the noun. Can you tell me which one is the noun? Yes, you're right. The word computer, it's noun. Expensive is an adjective. So this word describes this one. It's also the same as the second phrase, a beautiful girl. So the girl is the noun and beautiful is an adjective because it describes the girl. And another example is this one, the shoes, yeah? The color, what is the color of the shoes? Yes, green. So green shoes. The word green is also an adjective because it describes the shoes. Okay, I think it's clear enough, yeah, about the adjective. Now, let's move on to the next part of speech. The next one is pronoun. Wow. What is a pronoun? Is it the same as noun? Interesting. Well, a pronoun is a word that takes place of a noun, yeah? There are a lot of examples of pronoun in English. Some of them are it, she, he, they, you, and then we also have their, him, your, and many more. Now, let's take a look at this picture, yeah? Oh, this is Tom. And we can replace the word Tom in a sentence with some pronouns, like he, if it is a subject of a sentence. Or maybe we can replace the word Tom with the word him. Him is also another example of pronoun, yeah? And then the next one, we have Carla, okay? So, what is the pronoun for Carla? Carla is a girl. Do we use he? No, yeah? We use she instead, yeah? She, okay? So remember, for boys, for male, or for man, we use he. And then for girls, for women, we use she, yeah? Okay, let's move on to the next part of speech. We have adverb. What is an adverb? An adverb is a word that describes how the action is performed. If an adjective describes a noun, but adverb, it basically describes the verb, yeah? Now, look at me. I am speaking to you. So, how am I speaking to you? Am I speaking loudly or quietly? Oh, the word loudly and quietly shows how the action is performed, yeah? So, slowly and then loudly or quickly. So, there are some examples of adverbs. Now, let's take a look at the picture here. So, look at the boy. What is the boy doing? Yeah, he's dancing. How is he dancing? Great, he's dancing happily. Yeah, so the word happily here, I'm sorry. The word happily here, it shows how the boy is dancing, yeah? And then the other one, there is a fish, yeah? And the fish jumped from the water. How did it jump? Great! So the fish jumped quickly from the water, yeah? So the word quickly here, it shows or it describes how the action is performed or how the verb is, yeah? So jump is the verb of the sentence, and the word quickly here, it describes how it is done. Okay? Now, let's move on to the next part of speech. I have conjunction. Okay. Conjunction. What is conjunction? A conjunction is a word that joins words or groups of words together. Yeah, there are a lot of examples of conjunctions that we can find. Probably when we are reading a book or we are reading a text. Yeah, so you can find conjunctions easily. Some examples of conjunctions are this one. We have and, we have but, we have or, we have although, we have so, we have also, and many more. Now, let's take a look at the example here. Lucy loves to swim and play at a beach. So, the word and here is the conjunctions of the sentence because it joins these two groups of words, yeah, together. They join. I mean, it joins these two groups of words together. Okay. So I think you can find some other examples of conjunctions at home. Yeah. Maybe when you do your homework or when you read a text, then you can just circle the conjunctions that you find. Okay. The next part of speech is preposition, yeah? Preposition is a word that shows position or direction, yeah? There are a lot of examples of prepositions that we can find in our daily life, yeah? For example, when we read a text or when we watch TV, yeah? So these are some examples of preposition, yeah? We have under, we have in, we have out, we have after, up, down, and many more. Just like this one, in this sentence, Tom is studying in his room. Okay, so in the word in here, it shows where Tom is or where Tom is studying. Okay, so when someone asks me like, oh, where is Tom or where is Tom studying? So I can give an answer like, he is studying in his room. So the word in, it shows where Tom is. Yeah? And then the next one, take a look at the picture of this cat. Can you tell me where the cat is? Yeah, the cat is under the chair. So, under the chair. The word under, it shows position. Yeah, it shows where the cat is. Okay? It's easy, isn't it? Okay. And the last one, or the last part of speech is interjection. Yeah? Well, an interjection is a word that shows strong emotion. Yeah? So, yeah, there are a lot of examples of interjections. For example, when someone pinch you, you'll probably say like, ouch! Some words like ouch, or wow, or superb. That shows, strong feeling or strong emotion. They're called as interjections. Okay, so I think that's all our session for today. Now, before I end this session, let's review once again about some parts of speech in English. Yeah. So in the first one, we have noun, and then we have verb, we have adjective, adverb, we have pronoun, we have preposition, conjunction, and the last one is interjections. Well, thank you very much for your attention. I hope you stay safe and healthy wherever you are, and see you in the next session. Bye-bye.